Welcome back, guys. So, in our series of Oracle, we have discussed um, what's the how's the structure of the Oracle database. Okay, so this is the memory structure and the background processes, the instance, everything. So we are discussing memory structure of Oracle. So we have discussed program global area and user global area in our previous video. Now we are going to start with system global area. This is the main thing of Oracle to for the memory instance. Everything you do with the Oracle database uh, stored or access this area will be inside this area, system global area. Okay, so this is a key component, key memory structure in Oracle database. Consists of a set of shared memory areas that store the data and control information for the database instance. Okay, you see, database instance. Okay. So it plays a crucial role in a database performance and is used by multiple processes to communicate and coordinate efficiently. So with inside this area, all those processes communicate with each other and coordinate with each other to run the user process or application smoothly. Okay, so the size of SGA, we will call it SGA in short. SGA is determined by the SGA target or SGA max size initialization parameters. Okay, you'll be asking for when you're going to start Oracle, you'll be uh, install Oracle, you'll be asked to this, or you can change that later maybe. But once you start it, then you will be able to install it, then you'll be able to ask this initialization parameters. Okay, Oracle can automatically manage SGA components when automatic shared memory management is enabled, when ASM is enabled. Okay, ASM you may have in your productions databases. Okay, so ASM disk storage is enabled when, so then Oracle automatically manages SGA components. Okay, and it is enabled by SGA target to a non-zero value. Okay, then it will be, if we provide any value, then it will be limited to that value, maybe bytes, KB, any value you can provide. And if we provide that to 0 and ASM is enabled, then it will be automatically managed by Oracle. Okay, so the SGA is the heart of Oracle's memory management. Okay, enabling efficient database operations by optimizing memory use and minimizing disk access. Okay, most of the things like stored in buffer cache, those place, those things we'll be discussing in our later videos. But this is the main thing which you need to understand about architecture of Oracle. So proper sizing, monitoring, and tuning are essential for maintaining database performance. So what are the components of SGA? Okay, we already saw that there are, these are the components of system global area. These all are, we'll be discussing all of them in detail. Okay, so first is database buffer cache. Okay, so it stores copies of data blocks. We'll be discussing all these in detail in our next videos, but just giving a brief about what are these. Okay, so database buffer cache, it stores copies of data blocks read from data files. Okay, so once you read a copy of a query runs fetch some data from the data files, so this buffer cache stores a copy of that. Maybe uh, soon your other queries require the same data blocks, then in that case those will be accessed from the buffer cache only. That do not go for to the data files. Enhances performance by reducing physical input output operations. Okay, if that do not go to the data files, it automatically reducing the physical input output operations. Uses LEIO, least recently used algorithms to manage memory, which is least, maybe one thing is used uh, before 10 transactions, that is least used. and one is used in last transaction, that is first last used. Okay, last and least used. So it is uh, uses least recently used, and it moves out the least recently used data block out of its buffer cache. Okay, so the last accessed buffer cache is stored in database buffer cache. Another one is shared pool. This is also a major component. We'll be discussing that in uh, next videos, but yeah, just giving a brief. It stores past SQL statements, PL SQL code, and execution plans. Okay, and like library cache contains metadata about database objects, data dictionary cache. We can these both are helpful. Like library cache has all these things, and data dictionary cache has all these things, metadata about database objects. Okay. Another one thing is improves performance by enabling SQL statement reuse and caching frequently used metadata. Okay, so all the frequently used metadata will be cached in here. Improves performance by enabling SQL statement reuse. Once if you execute a statement once, then that query plan, that everything gets stored here, and the result as well, result set also, that SQL statement, that execution plan, that stores in here, shared pool. And if you run the same statement again, that will be accessed by the share query plan, and uh, that statement will be accessed directly from here, and Oracle does not waste its uh, components or memory to make the query plan again. So the uh, cost of the query will be less with using shared pool. Quite size of shared pool you need to be using. Redo log buffer. Okay, so what is that? It temporarily holds redo entries that record changes made to the database. Okay, these entries are written to redo log files by the log writer process. Okay, so what are being the changes being made to the database that gets saved in here with the log writer process. Another component is large pool. It's an optional process, but yeah, in some cases that's very much required. It provides memory for large operations like RMAN backups. You know, RMAN is a recovery manager backups. You'll be seeing that in our uh, next videos. I'll be elaborating what is the RMAN, and for that harman process, what it takes, like it takes the full backup of the database, do the incremental backup as well. So for the larger operations like backups, harman backups, shared server processes, and parallel query buffers, the large pool will be required, and reduces contention in the shared pool for large memory allocations. Okay, so shared pool is used for uh, small operations, small queries, but if you do not use the large pool, those things will be go to the shared pool. Okay, so another one is Java pool. It's also an optional. So what is this? It is allocated for Java applications running within the Oracle applications. Okay, you can decide it, you can manage it optionally, but yeah, it is allocated for Java applications. Okay, Oracle, for some Oracle things to run with Oracle smoothly, the Java applications, this pool will be allocated. Another pool is Streams pool. Okay, so it is used for Oracle streaming operations, including replication and data capture. Okay, fixed shared global area. Okay, so a small unchanging portion of the system global area that contains general information about the database instance, such as the state of the initialization, will be stored in fixed shared global area. Okay, system global area, you can say anything, that the whole of it, system global area, that is fixed, that is fixed and it can be used for these operations only. General information about the database instance. What are the instance? What's the name of the instance? If the listeners are uh, star or state of the instance initializes properly or not, that's stored in here. Okay. PGA aggression, target memory management. In this, it's used in shared server mode. When shared server mode, part of the memory is allocated to manage session specific data. Okay, so this is about the system global area of Oracle. So what are the functions of share system global area? So it's a performance optimization. It reduces disk input output. We already discussed that thing. Speeds up the execution of frequently run queries through cached execution plans. Okay. So process coordination acts as a communication hub for background and user processes. See, so these are the background processes. These all are background processes. These are the user processes are running here. Okay. So all these things can be managed. It's a coordinator of those things. Okay. Recovery assistance. So it also stores the redo information, which is crucial for instance recovery after a crash. Okay. So these are the functions of main functions of system global area. You'll be if you want to uh, learn more deep in it, will be sure definitely will be we can discuss it in more detail, but here we are just giving a brief about Oracle architecture. Okay, so that's some shared global system global is a whole new topic for Oracle to understand. Okay, so we'll be discussing all these components of system global area in the detail, the memory structure of Oracle, all these things in detail in our next videos. So this is about shared system global area, and I'll be seeing you in the next video where we are discussing the database buffer cache, which is the component of shared system global area. Okay, database buffer cache, and then we'll be discussing redo logs, then shared pool. We will be discussing all these things. Okay, so thank you, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.